Hey guys, Todd here. Today I have had it with Thanksgiving dinner. Let's see, today is Saturday. Thanksgiving was on Thursday, so we still have leftovers. We've been working on it and I'm done with it. So what I'm gonna do is postpone Thanksgiving leftovers until after the first of the year. And the way I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna make a casserole called Thanksgiving casserole, and I'm gonna layer the leftovers into one of these steam table pans here, and then I'm going to freeze it. So there is my steam table pan. This is a 30 count. I buy these from BJ's. They also sell them at Sam's Club, Costco and everything. They're cheap, probably, I don't know, 50 cents each when you buy them in bulk like this. And what I'm going to do, like I said, is layer these, and I usually start with the stuffing on the bottom. And the reason I start with the stuffing on the bottom, it acts kind of like a crust, and it just is kind of the way I did it. So you'll find lots of different recipes online, and mine is different every year. It depends on how much of different leftovers we have. So certain things you do need. Stuffing is one of them on the bottom. The other one is turkey. Well, if you like turkey, I love turkey. So I always make sure that there's turkey there. And last year we ran out of turkey, and I had to go up and right after Thanksgiving and purchase some already cooked turkey. Fortunately, BJ's is right around the corner, and they actually cook it up on a regular basis. So kind of like the rotisserie chicken, they have turkey breasts there. Okay, so what I did is I went ahead and just kind of squashed the stuffing in there, and then next, the way that I do it is I put some meat on, and I had already picked this. I had just finished picking through some turkey there, and my hands are clean. I've been washing that. So what you don't want is great big huge chunks in here, just some smaller ones. What I mean by chunks is a great big 6-inch piece of breast or anything. And I will just spread this out again in a layer here. And then I'm going to go ahead, after I get it spread out, let me put a little bit more in here. Okay, and then I heated the gravy up just a little bit just so that it was liquid. And I'm just going to put some of this on. And this will make sure that everything is nice and moist and doesn't dry out once we bake it in the oven again. And I'll just kind of roll that around there. And then the next layer, that the way I do it anyhow, is any non-sweet vegetables that you have. So we did have sweet potatoes, and that was too sweet, and I don't like a sweet casserole, so I skip out on that. But we did have green beans here, so and actually green beans are almost better again to reach in with your hands and kind of spread out here. Looking like I'm only going to get this second casserole done. I'd done one right before this, before I got the idea to video this. Unfortunately, a lot of my videos work that way. I think about it after the fact. Okay, so there's some green beans. Push that down just a little bit here. Next up, a staple around the household here is sauerkraut. And sauerkraut, it's good in the casserole, but you don't want too much of it because it could be overpowering. So you just put little bits of it here and there, like that. And if we had carrots, I'd put those on, but we don't have any carrots left. And I think that's it. Even though I only have a little bit more, I'm going to hold off on the sauerkraut. And then the topping, which kind of holds all the moisture in when we bake it, is mashed potatoes. So we'll put dabs of these on, and then we'll kind of spread it out and try to close up all the gaps. And we're going to bake this later, and this will, like I say, help keep the moisture in. And I'm going to have to dip into the other container here. Shove that back. Okay, that should about do it. And like I say, try to keep it under the rim here and spread it out. And just make a nice little potato crust, if you want to call it that. I'm trying not to lift up on it too much because these are sticky potatoes, and when I lift up, it's kind of lifting up as well. There we go. Okay. And that's that. And then what I will do is I will put these in the freezer. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put saran wrap over it, and then I'm going to put aluminum foil over that, and then I'm going to write the name of it and the date, and then put it in the freezer, and it will be good in the freezer for however long. However, like I say, it never makes it past March for us. So we have two of them. We'll have this one and this one over here, which I have good to go. So you can see it's all wrapped up and ready to go. And these two will be frozen, and we will pull them out. We'll remove the aluminum foil, and then we'll remove the saran wrap off, and then we'll put the aluminum foil back on. Bake it at about 350 for probably 45 minutes to an hour, and then take it off and take the aluminum foil off and put it back in uncovered for about 15 minutes. That should do it. We use a digital thermometer. We just go in the center. Again, everything here is cooked. All we'll be doing is reheating, but it tends to be chilly in the center. So make sure it's thawed good before you put it in the oven. So put it in the refrigerator for a couple days after the freezer, and then put it in the oven after it's fully defrosted, and go with the steps I just mentioned as far as cooking, and it is an awesome treat after the new year. So that is it for this video. Please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much for tuning in.